Hi there, Chris from TotallyEV, and here we're doing a dedicated audio review of the Ioniq Electric. Now, if you'd like the full-length review of the vehicle, do check it out on your pop-up banner or indeed in the description below. And furthermore, down there you'll find a link to our Instagram. So if you do use that social media platform, we'd very much appreciate a follow. It's at TotallyEVNet. So kicking things off, let's talk about the audio configuration and setup. Now, the Ioniq Electric, at the time making this video, is available in two trims only, and that's the Premium and Premium SE. Both models come with an 8-speaker setup, which include a subwoofer. You'll find 2 tweeters at the front, you'll find a center speaker, and also 2 speakers positioned inside the doors, and also 2 speakers in terms of the rear, and a subwoofer placed in the boot. As for the audio configuration, through the 10.25-inch infotainment display, you can configure your EQ settings. What I will say over here is that it was very much a first for me to come inside a vehicle and have to completely tone down the bass, and in my case, I put it to -7. I left the mids untouched and put the treble up to +2. If you have different audio configuration, I'd be very much intrigued to hear your thoughts. Now, to give you a bit of an audio snippet as to how the audio performs, I'm going to place the camera and microphone in 4 different positions. Now, the song we're going to be using is from Priya J, and the song name is called Falling. If you're interested in it, of course, do purchase it or indeed listen to it if you want. It'll be down in the description below.
You're soared high, then learn how to fly. It's the only way I know how to play this game. To success, I'm not quite sussed it yet. When I reach the brink, don't stop to think. I always sink, and now you know I'm crawling, I am crawling my way back to falling from so high, falling from so high, so high.
Now, with the sound demo out of the way, let's get on to my subjective opinion. And let's start off with that bass. And yes, that thumbnail and indeed the title of this video wasn't lying. It's very much a bass head's delight. Now, in this respect, as I said before, I did tune down the bass to -7, which isn't something I normally see myself doing as someone who likes listening to R&B and dance music. But nevertheless, the bass was very much overpowering in its default EQ, and as a result meant that with the -7 setting, it allowed me to still enjoy those low-end hums and those low-end kicks without having to sacrifice too much on the rest of the frequency range. Now, in this respect, what I will say is the sub bass does extend really well. For the size of the cabin, it actually does kind of portray that low-end sub bass really well, and therefore keeps you really well and excited. As for the mid bass, it's controlled and tight, and again, it's a lot of bass in your face type of feel. So again, if you're listening to R&B and dance music, you're really going to enjoy the overall sound presence in this respect. I will go as far as saying that this is potentially one of the best bass heavy type of in-car audio systems I've come across, and it does it in a good way as long as you EQ it to your preference. Unfortunately, the mids do take a hit with any sort of system or even earphones or headphones that concentrate on a lot of mid-bass or sub-bass presence. Mids are always kind of pushed back, and that's very much the same case with the Ioniq Electric. That said, it still is really accurate, and therefore the system does portray, let's say, Priya's voice pretty well. Again, it will sound recessed in comparison to more premium systems out there, but nevertheless it's perfectly acceptable. As for the highs, they extend really well. They might be a tad sibilant for certain ears, but in my case the +2 on the treble yielded the kind of perfect example of having that good old high-end extension at not too much of a sibilance or harshness, specifically at louder volumes. I could have potentially seen it a little bit better extension at the top end. As for the Soundstage, I think here the sound system does a decent job throughout the cabin, be it from the front or the back. I think you've got a good width and depth. Given the size of the cabin, it does yield itself in this respect with the 8 speakers which are dotted around. As for the instrument separation, it is decent, specifically at the front of the cabin, although at the rear with no tweeters there, you do get frequencies that sound a little bit more jumbled up. But on the whole, the Soundstage is decent. It's definitely somewhat took me by surprise, specifically having reviewed the Kia e-Niro and the Hyundai Kona Electric, the SUV, EVs, which didn't really do well in these domains. I was very much pleasantly surprised to see how the Ioniq Electric compared. And this all leads me on to my verdict. What do I make about the sound system? Well, quite frankly, I think that it does a decent job throughout the frequency range. While its mids might be recessed, on the whole, I think this will please a lot of consumers, given the fact that it comes included for free, so there's no real option in order for you to buy a more premium audio system, at least not at the time making this video. It's actually really pleasant, specifically in that low-end frequency, and as a result gets TotallyEV's Performance Award for its absolutely excellent reproduction in that low end frequencies. But that's just my thoughts and opinions about it. Do let me know in the comments below what you make of it, and do share with me, of course, the EQ settings if you own the car or if you heard the car. I'd be very much intrigued to see what your settings and what you've dialed it to, and of course do let me know what music you listen to as well. And if you like this video, give it a like, subscribe to see more, and of course favourite and share, as it always helps the channel grow. Alright, I've been Chris from TotallyEV. Take care and bye bye.